All right, MGLA fans and friends. We have a very special guest with us today. As you all know, we started a series recently called Incredible Display where we cover the decks and players of those decks who were just barely out of top cuts, yet still had some of the coolest decks at the events. Just barely there. So close, so close, I promise.
But 21st is so close.
It was close. It was like 1 or 2 rounds away, you know. But we have a very special guest with us right after Swiss rounds on Saturday in Albuquerque. We're doing this one live. We have Josh Adkins with us, very, very good friend of the team. Actually, I take that back. Don't look up Nats. He's not a friend of the team.
Absolutely, yeah.
I don't. First round of Nats. I've never met this guy.
I don't think I've even ever played against you guys.
Definitely not.
Like if I ever top cut, like an event, maybe I'll get to play you guys.
Yeah, like Nats this year, not last year.
Right.
Not top 16 either.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the deck here. First off, I forgot to ask while the camera was on your face, but how are you today, Josh?
I'm doing all right. You know, could have been a little better, you know, if I had actually made a top cut. Yeah, I think we can all feel that way.
Exactly.
But I knew I wasn't bringing like the most competitive meta thing.
Well, speaking of, what did you bring?
I'm glad you said that. Great segue. Wow, who would have ever guessed?
That's crazy.
I brought Mirko.
I've never seen Josh play Mirko.
Yeah.
Definitely not round 1 of Nats top 16.
Yeah, no one has ever looked up that mound, and no one ever will.
True.
So I brought Mirko again. Let me give a little bit of background, right? So,
of course.
Fun story. The entire reason I actually ended up bringing this character and had success competitively was because, correct me if I'm wrong, Travis Tangent basically created the whole Death Casino idea. At least that's where I first saw it, was him playing.
I think the Mikasa was like one of the first decks that did that.
Yeah, I remember.
If I remember correctly. But yeah, it's definitely been around. Travis definitely probably had a hand in creating. He has a hand in creating a lot of the stuff that should be banned. But
I want to say it was his Bird 2 deck where I saw like the Death Casino stuff for the first time.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that would have been like, I know he was part of that. I think Wub helped with that as well.
Yeah.
And then Mitchell had a Bird deck that was also slightly different, so that was part of that.
So I saw that Death Casino stuff, and like I had been like messing with Mirko because I had the Chrome, right? Like I had been playing around with her on air, and it was fine, like good stuff for locals. And I was like, all right, let's just sell out. We'll try out the Death Casino stuff, and then I had a little bit of success. And you know what? I don't know if you've heard, the Death Casino's dead.
No, it's impossible to play anymore.
Yeah, they got rid of it.
Burt, and they banned Combined Firepower, errata
so
Combined
literally
Firepower.
the only character.
So no one can do it anymore. Anyways, what did you bring today?
Ghidorah might be able to play us. All right, so I'm playing Mirko again. The Death Casino's dead. So like I've been trying to find new stuff. I was trying like a D-build thing with her on Death. I was like, if I'm blowing up my stage, I'll blow up your stage. I did not win a single match with my locals for like 2-3 weeks trying to make that work.
That's always the like prime testing ideal right there.
Like, man, I'm getting beat up. I can't do anything. All right.
That's the crucible to the making of success, right?
Exactly. And like, I was basically I was trying to challenge myself. Can I still make this character work?
Yeah.
In a post-Combined Firepower world.
Exactly.
Right? So, tried some other stuff. I tried some air kick stuff. You can do some cool things with Reciprocal Turbo. It wasn't really working. I was like, all right. Started looking at fire because one of my locals, he was on a fire pony list.
Sure.
And I was like, there's something here.
Fire pony is crazy.
Yeah.
And people aren't playing it. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I was like, and like, I basically saw Mirko as a 30 health pony. Yeah, same idea.
She does.
So I started looking at it, and I started seeing some stuff that I'm going to start talking about. All right. So basically, we are doing Mirko on fire. So big difference about this character, or like the decks I've done previously. I am basically playing this character for the 3 symbols that we have. We are the only character in Standard Legal that has air, death, and fire.
There's no way. I don't think I believe you.
You can look it up.
Look it up.
The last character is Bakugo 1.
Which is me. Fact check that.
It's Bakugo 1. All right, so the most important piece of the combo.
Oh my God, it is Bakugo 1.
Yeah.
Mirko's Bakugo 1. Anyways,
she's Fury, dude. Like, you just now putting this together. Of course. So the entire key of the combo, right, is going to be Science Bros. It's a 4 of. Multiple times this tournament, I threw away a guaranteed 4 or 5 build because I didn't see Science Bros to try and fight it.
Yeah, no, that sounds right. Science Bros is absolutely messed up card, especially if you can remove things multiple times during one attack. Like I think does not say like once per enhanced step.
No.
Like, there's no way.
It only stops when you're like getting greedy. You're like, I need to draw another attack.
Sure.
Right. But yeah, so this is the centerpiece. We are
Of
no
course.
longer a string out character. We are a combo deck. All right.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
we're a combo deck. We have to find this against Jacob Johnson. I believe he's on the NGLA team.
Yeah. No, you've never played
he's
anyone
the
on the
first-
MGLA though.
Cut that. We'll edit it out.
Yeah, edit it out. For
Jacob
sure, for sure.
Matheson. Yeah. All right. So
Yeah. Anyways,
key part of the combo right there.
of course.
Next part, we'll talk about the second piece of the combo and how everything else fits together. This is going to be weapon at the ready.
Sure.
So this is very tame when you look at it, right? It's just enhance commit, remove 3 cards from your discard pile, add 1 tech from the top of your from your discard to the top of your deck. All right. Pretty innocuous right now, but we're going to come back to that.
I can't wait.
All right. Well, it's not a death casino deck until we start talking about Bing Bongs.
Oh, of course. Got to go over all the big bongs.
So, Laws of Consciousness,
4
we get to
copies.
steal a thing of their
Yeah.
deck. It's going to be a 4 of. This is how we interact with their stage.
Yeah,
it's got a
it's-
2 high block. High blocks are important. We need those.
For sure.
Those are Bing Bong. All right. Let's for battle.
One of
This
the
is
most underrated Bing Bongs
This
of
is
all
a
time.
cool one.
That card's crazy.
So this is a fire state. We don't get to play this before. So this is a fire symbol special.
Yeah,
So this one blocks Besiege, 3 mid block.
that's important.
Yep. So fun fact about this one. All right, this response on remove on this one compared to the other Bing Bongs, combat phase, not enhanced step, combat phase.
Yeah.
So we get to use this one when we check defensively. When we check offensively.
Yep.
Yeah. Anytime in the combat phase, we're getting to respond with this -1 to the check. They do get to fail that. That one. But
We can't all be
sometimes that's all you need.
inspirational
That's literally it, right?
Yeah.
Imagine when you used to be allowed to fail. All right,
That's
so yeah,
crazy.
so Lust for Battle. That's our new Bing Bong and Fire.
Yep.
We love it.
And then it looks like we got one more Bing Bong down there.
Oh yeah, the classic, right?
I'm
with
with
you.
you. We don't even gotta
This is
talk
how we
about
get
it.
our damage.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, +2 or
Minus
-2.
two for some
This
reason.
saved me multiple times from dying.
Wow, that's a shocker.
Yeah.
I can't think of any scenario where you -2 and
There's literally no documentation of that ever happening.
True.
Yeah, it's never been seen.
True.
One day, if I had taught, maybe we could have seen it, but
Yeah.
Technically, we lied. So those are our foundation Bing Bongs.
Oh yeah, there's one final Bing Bong.
Yeah.
That one's never giving
This
you
is our
-2 speed on an
This is
attack
our
so that you can
secret
barely block
one.
it.
Yeah. Our opponents are always like, we start milling on defense and they're like, what is he doing?
Yeah,
Even if you
exactly.
-4 this, it kills you. And then we go -6 speed. What's up?
Yeah, what's up? Exactly. Yeah, I'm blocking it now. Yeah, you thought I was
Right?
minus. No, I'm blocking it now.
So we also get to use this so the cool thing about Mirko, right? So when we are doing classic Mirko things, we want cards
Yeah.
clearing.
Yeah.
So we play it normally, right?
Yeah.
Play it, make our check.
Yeah, it counts towards cards that have left the card pool.
Exactly. We get it. So our Luna Tijeras, they look for cards that left the card pool, avoiding conflict right there.
Of course.
So now we got our +8 damage total there.
Yep.
All right, so we've hit our Bing Bongs. I'm gonna hit a couple boring ones.
Oh yeah, we can speed through those for sure.
Yep, 1-man Inferno. We're just trying to mill. We got a low block. It's a 0. This is the only 0 in the deck.
Oh yeah, fire is rough on zeros. It is
Right.
what it is.
And this is literally the
doing business.
core part of the deck. We are
Yeah.
a casino. We are trying to mill. We're trying to recreate the combined firepower, right?
Exactly.
We're trying to get back to what, man, we had it so good back then. But I'm
We
glad
had
that
it-
card's
we had it
gone.
so good.
I'm glad that card's gone.
Yeah, it was definitely a little too strong.
All right. We got to talk about latent skill.
Yeah,
we got to draw
just
cards,
Bing Bong
man.
from our hand.
Yeah. We want to discard a Bing Bongs. We see this in our hand. Like, get them out.
Yeah, exactly.
Give me
the attacks.
Yeah, give me
The orange
attacks.
ones.
Give me my responses.
For sure.
That's our latent skill.
our redraw. That was the good one.
Okay. A little bit of a throwback, right? All right. So this is like what I was doing on Mirko before. When we're like
This card, I've played it before. Mm-hmm. I don't see people playing this card, and I think this card's nuts. Right?
I think people are
Especially if
scared
you
of the
can
forecheck, but I
guarantee-
agree, man.
It's clear it if it's blocked.
Completely blocked.
Yeah.
It has to be completely
Oh
blocked.
wow, you blocked my attack. Cool. I don't have to play on progressive now.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
And you gave
and
it
it's
2 speed.
Exactly.
So like, if you blocked it, like you committed 2 more than you would have maybe.
Aaron's sidestep means nothing to this card.
Yeah,
We go,
man.
yeah, give that speed
Yeah,
back.
we're even
exactly.
out. Like we're big chilling. This is the card that actually made me look into Mirko originally.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like I was like, I saw this card and I was like, oh, if they completely block it, it clears. If they partially block it,
It clears.
it clears. Like
It
just
clears.
gaming.
That's the important part.
Yeah. So yeah, in my
for sure.
testing, I just felt like.
So what is this, 3 of them?
Sometimes, yeah, I would always 4x this, but like we're a casino. Like, we have to dedicate so much of our deck to the casino, right? So I did find that I needed a little bit of leverage to not be completely sold out to the one-shot deck, like combo stuff. I needed to be able to do some classic Mirko stuff, so we threw in 3 days. I needed more low blocks anyway, so like we got there.
Gotcha. The lows are important sometimes. Sometimes Godzilla players decide to play all lows.
Yeah, all right. We're gonna talk about a cool little 3-diff.
I played this one. This one was in Denver.
Yeah, this is way more important in a Nick Reagan world, man.
True.
Let me tell you. Like, at first,
they true 100? Put that back.
I did it both.
That's
I did it so many times. I did it so many times this weekend.
That ain't 12. That's 2.
It's taken me multiple times,
for
man.
Sure. Resets are so important.
You want to know what the coolest thing is? Mirko's a pro hero, dude. We get to do the secret.
Unseal?
We get to do the.
That's gross.
But no, the best part. What's the cost?
We're bing bonging.
We're milling
this
too,
guy,
dude.
I'm telling you guys, this guy's a genius.
Yeah,
Josh,
we're milling too.
You gotta pay attention to this one over here.
We're milling too.
Oh, that one's crazy.
Let's talk about incubating. So,
do we have to?
Yes, this is very important. It's way more than that.
Is it way more?
It's way more than that.
Okay, that's important. I didn't realize that.
Well,
sorry.
Also, you're not a degenerate.
It's +1 damage.
Now he's getting it. Now he's learning. He's learning.
For those in the class, +1, -1 is 0.
Boop, boop.
And then +1 +0 is also 1.
Yeah.
So.
And then there's going to be another piece of the combo related to this in a little bit.
Oh,
but,
for sure.
This is cool though. So like my entire game plan with Mirko before was just degenerate aggro. Like you have to count to 30.
Just play all the attacks. Yeah.
Count to 30. My defense was I might block one thing, but I will kill you.
Yeah.
Incubating does allow me to play a lot more defense than I've been playing previously, so that was kind of cool.
I feel like the aggro decks that are able to play defense are always the scariest. So whenever we actually add that in, not to mention like at the very least, we could always destroy Foundation ready. So we're always like
I'm always
-1 speed.
doing that. Yes.
It's always -1 speed, right?
100%. 100%.
Essentially, right? Or +1 to your check, whichever one you want to talk about.
Right. All right. So this is a fun one. Reluctant Retreat. You remember what this card does?
So they're not allowed to play action cards.
All right.
And then the other thing, I don't know, is it Deadlock Enhance? There's no way.
There's a cost.
All right. Does it mill? There's no way it mills. No, it's discard. It's discard.
And?
We discard from hand.
And there's 2 costs.
Does it commit?
Remove, buddy.
Oh, it is remove.
Remove and discard?
Guys.
To protect the combo?
This is a combo deck. Guys, I'm telling you, this is a combo deck.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It all works
together.
together.
We have 12 different combos, and they're all good.
So the biggest threat to like a big combo deck, right? We're just throwing real big ones. It's going to be our traps from hand, right?
Yeah.
Our hand
traps,
traps,
anything like that.
So we use this.
Or I guess this doesn't stop Genkais, but.
Yep. But our barrier shields, our juries.
Of course.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. So Reluctant Retreats to that, and like we use Loss of Conscience for our stage control. I did actually use the Deadlock once this weekend.
What's the Deadlock do?
Dude, remove, it's tenacious, +3 to my check.
Playable while committed? That's crazy.
Dude.
That's crazy.
Someone went in the Deadlock, and I don't remember.
You were like, I need to check
I don't
this.
remember if I won that one, but I did get to use it for the first time.
That is pretty cool.
Okay, now we can finally do the cool stuff.
Sure.
I lied. I'm going to do the boring attacks.
I was about to say, do we want to cover the one action we have left
Oh
over
my
there?
gosh.
It feels like the most important.
We were talking about defense, right?
This is half of the reason to play Fire, I think, right now. Like
100%.
this is one of the most important cards in the format, and it's on Fire. Everyone forgets it's on Fire.
Oh, actually, what
Everyone's
am I doing?
playing it on Void.
There
we go.
Yeah.
Everyone's playing that card on Void, but it's also on Fire, and there's some like egregious Fire aggro stuff you can do.
Yeah, Fire has 2 resets just on like
exactly.
by like default. In incubating, like there's a surprising amount of support for the current
There's
meta
more
we're dealing
defense than
with.
people think.
Exactly. Fun fact: multiple times I did barrier shield draw a card off Science Bros. Right?
That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
That one's.
But yeah.
Hey, I only have 1 in hand, so they think I can't barrier shield. Try again.
This card saved me. Yeah, as you know, like it saved me multiple times.
For sure.
I top decked it against a Nick Reagan. It was great.
Oh, that's awesome.
He both hands it. He gave it to me. I was like,
we love when they give it to us. Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right, we're gonna do some boring ones. Lunatic Harris, right? This is a nice throw. This is for the classic Mirko stuff.
Played by Mirko, named Josh Adkins.
No one ever has. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I know. Honestly, I should probably cut it because it just doesn't win me games, man. Like I have
a feeling it wins 2 games. I think the bit's gone too far. I think this one wins 2 games.
This was great. This card's goated. I can't get rid of it. Blocks Besiege.
It blocks Besiege.
Got a 3 mid block.
That's crazy.
Guys,
They bought us pizza.
this guy bought us pizza. The community is goated.
The community is goated. They bought us pizza because we skipped lunch because the hotel didn't have enough workers because a bunch of people called out sick, and they were like, we don't want to overload them. We got pizza after.
Even
it's so
salad,
great.
drinks.
He got salad. Oh my god!
Yeah, man.
I didn't even see the full
it was
spread.
so good.
It
was a local place, so it was just like some generic. All right, back to the important stuff that people were here for. Luminaires, yeah.
Yeah, no, TMNT's not out yet. We can't talk about pizza yet.
True. So sometimes we have to default back to playing classic Mirko. If we're not finding Science Bros and our opponent is just disrespecting us, we just be like, all right, we just gotta go old school. We're just gonna play some classic Mirko stuff. It kills 7-handers. 7-handers love this card.
It's crazy. Throws are pretty rough against 7-handers.
Yeah, and it's that.
And since we're doing the Science Bros thing and we're moving so much, we get so much damage on this.
And it gets rid of our opponent's momentum. Sometimes we get a deadlock powerful. Sometimes it's useful.
For sure.
All right, look, I'm gonna get. I'm gonna do more of the boring stuff. Firestar. This is one of my favorite cards of all time. People
You
are
love
asleep.
this card. This card's latent skill.
This-
on face.
This is Burt
Burt.
2.
It's Burt 2.
I saw Burt 2 and I was like, they made Fiery Stare a character? That's crazy, dude.
That is crazy.
All right,
that
yeah.
guy got top 4 at Nats.
I would know.
Staying on that side.
I think I lost to that guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
No, you've never
embarrassing.
played anyone on the MGLA. Because that guy was MGLA.
Right.
So it's
That's right. Man, the timelines. But yeah, this helps us find the gas. This helps us set our bing bongs. This is the card I always want to start with. I always want this in my hand.
It just helps you dig, right? And it also,
Dude.
like you said, it hits the bing bongs. It does everything.
Yeah, I just always want to see that attack every time. All right. More classics. This is Besiege. 1-minute block. Blitz.
That one's a 6-speed move. Printing.
Yeah. This just kills people. It's just Besiege. Everyone knows what Besiege is.
Yep.
Now we get to the spice. Who wants to
This
see
is the
what
part
my
we
next
wanna-
8 attacks are? All right.
Only 8 more?
Well, no. We have 12 more, but only
Okay,
2
okay.
attacks. Interesting, right?
How does that work? Hold up.
All right. Resounding Screech. We're allowed to play 8 of these. Interesting.
crazy.
Why
That's
would we want to
crazy.
play a blank attack? It has no enhances. All right. It's a 4-mid, 4
Can you
2-mid block.
remind me-
This
I
is the
don't-
most
so-
generic card I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't know a lot of rules, but can
Sure.
you remind me what the word mill means?
Okay, so mill is you discard from the top of your deck, and then I have a couple cards here that like that, and then Science Bros works with it. All right.
Oh,
so
that's crazy.
I want to talk about the true combo of the deck right now.
All right,
So I mentioned Weapon at the Ready earlier, right?
of course.
So we want to put as many Resounding Screeches on our discard as possible.
By
We
milling.
want to have built a Science Bros and a Weapon at the Ready. This
Gotcha.
is the combo. We commit Weapon at the Ready.
Of course.
We're gonna remove 3 of these from our discard. We're gonna respond Science Bros for 1/1 on cost.
Of course.
These are gonna give our attack 3 speed.
Yeah, that is what the response says. That's crazy.
Yeah. So Mirko always struggled with speed. That's why
Yeah.
I was playing defeating the Colossus Titan.
Yeah, exactly.
So now we don't have to worry about that. And then we get the Mill 6. Wow,
Do we have
sounds
anything that
familiar.
could happen off of that?
Remember Combined Firepower? Sounds familiar, right?
No, combined firepower milled 4.
Yeah, but also
Yeah, this
checks.
is-
So it's 5. It's
5,
way
yeah.
better. This is
yeah,
a way
This is better. This is mill 6. That is way better.
Yeah,
Just
way
one
better,
extra
way
card.
better. And these don't, and these remove. It's definitely not more fair.
Imagine so it's literally combined firepower, but if it gave speed, which is crazy and guaranteed.
Yep.
That's
So then
crazy.
we had our Bing Bongs.
Oh yeah, because each one gives 1 speed, right? So it is just +4 +1.
Yeah, man.
That's insane.
Yep.
All right, I understand. I
Yep.
understand now.
So that is, and then when we're doing incubating, instead of getting just +1 damage, we're giving +1/+1.
Yeah.
-1
because
speed
it cancels
gives
out the
+1
science
speed.
bros.
Science Bros is just +1/+1.
Yeah, that's
So
beautiful.
that's where that's come from.
That's
So yeah,
beautiful.
Resounding Screech, that is the foundation of the combo.
Of course.
Boy, howdy, let me tell you. Sure feels bad when you have 3 of these in your hand and know their attacks.
I can see that, but when we have 8 of them in our discard, there has to be no better feeling. There
When
has
we
to be
have
no
that,
better
we have
feeling.
this, we just win. And then the final one, the last attack is going to be Rupture Driver, man.
Yeah, this one's crazy. I was looking at Fire Pony, and I was like, this one just seems nuts. Like, this is just a stat stick.
I'm glad you were looking at Fire Pony, because the entire reason I even considered this deck was because my local was on Fire Pony.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, that's sick.
If you've shout out to Calidus, he's the guy that made like the leaderboard and everything for last season. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So yeah, this card feels extra great when we remove this. So like,
Of course.
it's like +4, +4.
Because we just remove it from our hand.
We mill 3, get some momentum hate. We hit our bing bongs, and then real quick, we'll cover the sideboard.
Sure.
It's
We have to be a little
mostly-
bit quick on that, but
Oh, it's
we are
going to be
running
very
out of time
quick because
here, of
it's it's just a second new number 1.
course.
It's
That
a
makes
second
sense.
barrier shield. So
That
we
makes
slide
sense.
those in for Nick.
Third barrier shield.
Dark Words. This is for our friends playing.
Aerial Goblin Bolt.
No, not so much that one. It's it's the Fury attack. Remove on resolve.
Oh, Lethal Slash.
Lethal Slash,
We
there you
figured
go.
it out. We got that. We got
Yeah.
their team. We got their team.
Luna Ring for our asset hate.
Yep, of course.
Another Reluctant for our Elder Togeros or action heavy characters.
Yep.
Again, Elders.
Actions.
And then our
Stopping
Radiant
actions is
Visages
important.
for Mill 3 for more momentum hate and Mill.
Yeah.
There it is.
I'm shocked that one didn't make it in the main board, but seeing it in the sideboard makes a lot of sense. And I'm sure this was
It
a
was
very
fighting with
tuned
spots
list.
for Reluctant. I felt like the hand traps were more important than the momentum hate
Gotcha.
and a post VME ban.
Gotcha. Well, unfortunately, we are running out of time here because this does not have much more time. You got about 30 seconds. Is there anyone you want to shout out or any teams you want to shout out?
Shout out to Couple.
Of
Shout
course.
out to MGLA.
Of
Everyone. Contribute to the stream for the.
Oh, yes. The St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital.
Yes.
Tito's Tabletop, Wednesday at 8 p.m. And we got 20 more seconds.
Couple will be there. Hope to see everyone else. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you. And thank you so much, Josh, for doing this.
We nailed it.